light filters through the window and gently pulls me out of my slumber. Good morning, world. Slowly, I push myself up in the bed and glance over to see Zack strapping on his discharges. Thank God. For a second, I almost read that word incorrectly. Strapping. I almost said stripping. He noticed me sit up.
Hey.
Yo, what's up? Sup, dude? Hey!
We're meeting downstairs in a few minutes.
Alright, I'll be there soon. I'll be there. Alright. As Zack finishes gathering his things, I begin to get ready to go downstairs. The group gathers down in the lobby. I greet everyone and turn to Amelia. How was your chat with Elder Isim yesterday?
We had a very productive discussion.
Productive?
In fact, Elder Isim shared more of his journals with me.
Oh. She indicates the scrolls in her arms. Wow, he just gave those to you?
No, these are copies I wrote to bring back with me to the academy.
Ah. We stare at Amelia. She spent all night writing those? Damn, the dedication.
That's a lot of dedication.
Amelia continues.
Regardless, we discussed more on the theory of temporal rifts in the elementals, which has only strengthened my concern that we do not have enough energy.
Okay, so we're going on to the next temple then? That's the plan?
That definitely means we need to seek out another temple.
Do we have a lead on where to go?
Elder Isim, through his research into the elements, did mention that historically, the Gaians, the people who originally worshipped the Earth Elemental, used to reside in the central woodlands of Assyria.
Ooh, earthbending, eh? Gaians, okay.
The Kali, the people who worshipped the Wind Elemental, resided in the northern aerial plains.
So we gotta get, let me guess, we gotta get all 4 fucking elements.
Therefore,
and become the
it is most
Avatar,
logical
basically.
that the Earth and Wind Temple will be located in those respective regions.
What about the Water or Shadow Temple? She shakes her head.
The Aquarians, those who worshipped the Water Elemental, depended heavily on the seas. As such, Elder Isim was unable to pinpoint where the cultural hub of their society might have been.
Ah, shit, it's probably somewhere near the North Pole, which is something they probably don't even have in this world, so never mind.
As for Shadow, that is a complete unknown.
If the Earth Temple is somewhere centrally located, then that would be the temple closest to us.
Leanna nods. Alright, let's go there.
The fastest way back will be to take the crystal rail. So we should return to Bazada.
Bazinga? With our next course of action in place, we finish up at the inn and get ready to depart. Elder Isim sees us off, much to the delight of Amelia. We retreat back through the forest. Leanna stays by my side the whole way through, still unsettled by the forest. Oh yeah, girl, hold on to my arm, don't worry, I'll protect you. Luckily, nothing unfavorable happens, and we quickly make it through. As we return to Bazada, I can see the raucous sound, or hear the raucous sounds of the market city long before I see it. We're back here again. We pass through the familiar city gates and return to the early bustle of the city.
Let's pause here and take a moment to restock. There are a few items I'd like to pick up, which may be helpful.
Good idea. Why don't we all make sure we have everything we need, and then meet at the crystal rail station?
Okie dokie. Good plan. We all agree and split up. I spend some time browsing through the stalls again. Afterwards, I head over to the station to meet back up with the group. So we had nothing to do? We had nothing interesting to do? I'm the first to arrive at the station, but Kara shows up only a few minutes later. As the rest of the team gradually trickles in, Kara appears at the station list.
The end of the line is Stonecrest, so that's where we should go. Once we arrive there, I'll scout around and find our next course of action.
We want to reach as close to Central as possible, so traveling to the end of the crystal rail is a good first step.
Once we have a semblance of a plan put together, we purchase our tickets. After the train pulls into the station, we all board and begin our journey. Are we gonna play cheat again? After traveling on the train for 2 days, we finally arrive in the city. That was 2 days of non-stop playing cheat, and I sucked at it again. I squint at the midday sun and join the others as we quickly disembark the train, grateful for a chance to stretch our legs.
Here we are.
Oh yeah, definitely stretching. Oh, that was a good stretch, right, Kara? Oh, a good stretch right there. Kara pulls her arms overhead in a stretch, forcing her chest out. Zack's eyes are immediately drawn to her. Ah, Zack, see? I knew he's a silent pervert. He's a quiet pervert. He's trying to be a sneaky pervert, you know? But we know all about your pervertedness, Zack. It's okay, dude. It's okay, you know? Guys' eyes are automatically drawn to bouncing boobies, okay? Even static boobies. We can't help it. There's just something about them. We just can't do anything about it. It's automatic. She smirks at Zack, who quickly averts his gaze and stares hard at a random cobble on the street like, oh damn, this is the most interesting cobble I've ever seen in my life. The town doesn't differ much from the other towns we've seen so far. It is made up of the same stone buildings and cobblestone paths. People wander in and out of the shops, going out about their daily lives. The first thing we do is find and enter the inn. This is exactly the same one. Also, so now that we're here, how do we figure out where to go next? Kara grins.
Just leave it to me. I'll ask around and see if I can come up with anything.
Sometimes it just has this really random moment where just like boing yoing yoing yoing, like something just pushes it up and down. I don't even know what it is, but I love you, Gravity. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying.
I'll keep my eyes and ears open just in case I hear something too.
Kara shakes her head.
You should relax and enjoy the city. I've got some contacts I'm going to reach out to, so I've got this.
Contacts, eh?
Oh, well, if you're sure.
Contacts. Kara nods.
I already have a few ideas and leads based on some of my previous scoutings for temples and hidden relics.
Okay, then let's meet back here in a few hours to regroup.
Works for me.
Sure. Amelia nods distractedly.
Now that we have something of a plan, I'll be heading off.
Going to see your connections, huh?
Me too.
Why does everybody have something to do except me? I feel like such a loner. Kara and Leanna leave while everyone else stirs. I don't have anything pressing to do. I wonder if I can just help or hang out with someone. Oh, not with Zack. Definitely not with Zack. Nope. I'm sorry, bro. Sorry, not gonna chill with you. Go find Leanna, look for Amelia. I bet Zack is at the inn, Lance fighting Kara. I'm gonna go with Kara, okay? I don't know what it is, but like something just pulls me towards her. There's just this fucking centrifugal force that's just like pulling me towards her. Maybe I can help Kara with her search. I race outside of the inn and catch a glimpse of long brown hair turning a corner. I try to follow her, but she's already gone by the time I turn the corner. She's really fast. There's no point wandering the city looking for her. That completely defeats the purpose of helping. I'll check in with someone else. With that done, I think about my next steps. Oh, so that was completely pointless and useless, okay. Let's go find Leanna then, I guess? I wonder what Leanna's doing. Maybe we can spend some time together. I don't know where she is, though. I'm gonna find her, though. I wander aimlessly in town until I come upon a statue. A familiar blonde stands in front of it. Hey! She smiles as I approach. She's not even surprised, like, Luda, what are you doing here? I look back at the statue of a woman. She stands in a regal pose, overlooking the town square. She's decked out in armor with a sword hanging by her side. Is that like your idol? Is that your idol, Leanna? Who's that?
That is Elena Vale. She was a Mage-Knight who fought to protect her city against the advancement of Void.
Damn, a Mage-Knight. Leanna's eyes sparkle with admiration as she looks at the statue. She tucks a lock of hair behind her ear. That's pretty cool. I'm guessing she's from here? Leanna nods.
She was still studying at the academy to become a Mage-Knight, but happens to be home when Void attacked.
Oh no.
They didn't have the same type of training regimen in place back then as we do now. Normal townsfolk weren't trained or prepared to fight in a battle, and it was absolute chaos.
But she held them all off on her own until the last person killed her? Something dramatic like that.
Scouts by the gate spotted the advancement of a Void troop coming to the town, which caused panic. Elena quickly took charge and tried to calm the people down. Thinking on her feet, she asked for volunteers to help evacuate families from the city, and others to help set up barricades and defenses in town to slow down the Void advancement.
Damn, sounds like a true hero, or sorry, heroine, right?
Those who stayed to fight
Not
knew
the
what
drug.
the consequences would be, but Elena's unfaltering bravery rallied them. Together they found whatever they could to block off the streets and alleyways. That way, they could at least try to control where the fights happened. And then, Void entered the town.
Void. It must have been a bloodbath. Leanna grimaces.
It wasn't pretty. These weren't trained soldiers, but still, they persevered for their town. Elena and a team of guards sought out the leader of Void, who was hidden in the back lines. They used hidden passageways in the town to quickly reach him, using her magic and training. She was a formidable match during the skirmish, and at one point, she even had the upper hand.
Ooh.
When the leader realized that he may be cut down, he cowardly tried to retreat.
What a pussy. Fight to the death, you bitch.
He cast a line of shadow fire between himself and Elena, which stretched across the road. It burned both any Void followers and townsmen alike who were
What?
caught in the crossfire.
He burned his own allies too? Holy shit. She begins to speak in awe.
That did not stop Elena. She leaped through the dark
Ooh.
flames and ran her sword straight through him.
Damn, go Elena! What a badass that's so reckless. That is a bit reckless, but that's the part that makes it so badass, right? My mouth drops. That is so badass. Leanna grins broadly, her eyes sparkling.
It was. And a huge morale boost for anyone who witnessed it, too.
I can imagine. She literally jumped through fire. I'm assuming that that was the fatal blow that killed the leader. Leanna nods. Damn, what a heroine.
Unfortunately, shadow fire is far more deadly than regular fire. And it proved to be fatal.
Oh, so she sacrificed herself running through that fire to kill the leader? Damn. She sacrificed her life to save the people of her town. That's admirable. What happened then?
With the Void leader defeated, the rest of the followers broke down and either fled or surrendered.
Wow. So she successfully defended the town on her own together with a couple of, just, you know, people that live here. Civilians.
Thanks to Elena, this town wasn't taken over.
Okay, that's really impressive. You seem to know a lot about her, of course. This is, I'm telling you right now, it's her idol. It's the reason she became a Mage-Knight herself. Leanna brightens up again.
Of course, she's such an inspiration. There aren't many Mage-Knights who are women. While Elena may not have been one of the heroes of Asaria, who defeated and ended the conflict with Void, she still made just as big an impact to the people of this town. To me, Elena embodies what it means to be a Mage-Knight. Being a student didn't stop her. She still did everything possible to protect those who needed it.
Is that why you became a Mage-Knight?
It's one of the reasons. Elena showed me that no deed is too small to make an impact on someone. As a Mage-Knight, I get sent on missions all over Heavengard. I feel like I can make more of a difference than if I were just a research mage.
Hell yeah, girl. She grins.
Plus, getting to travel around and meet new people isn't so bad.
Certainly. How does your family feel about you traveling so much?
While they don't think it's ideal, it's something they're already used to.
Oh? Leanna nods.
My older brother is also a Mage Knight.
Ah, it's a family thing, huh? Oh, so you kind of follow in his footsteps.
I guess you could say that.
Do you two get along? She thinks, then nods slowly. She had to think of, you know, typical brother-sister shit.
Yeah, we do actually.
Wait, you had to think long and hard about that? You must have been really happy to hear that you've become a Mage Knight too. Leanna shifts her gaze away and smooths her skirt. When she looks back up, she seems too cheerful. He doesn't know?
Well, that's a long enough break. I should go and
Wow.
help Kara with the search. I know she said we didn't have to, but investigating is part of what I do.
Way to dodge the question.
I'll meet you back at the inn.
Okay. That was a fast change in her demeanor. It must have been something I said. Alright, I'll keep looking around too. She flashes me one last smile before quickly disappearing down the street. I guess I'd better get a move on as well. With that done, I think about my next steps. Look for Amelia. I bet Zach is back at the inn. Oh, we can just hang out with all of them. Well, sorry pal, Zach, but you're coming last. Amelia. I wonder what she's doing. I make a big loop around the town, but don't find her anywhere. racking my brain. I try to think of things that Amelia would be interested in. Something with science, or is there a library here or something? Maybe a library or museum. Or something bookish. Yeah, bookish. Is that an actual word? Bookish? I make another lap around town, but don't find any of those places. Well, I'm making no progress just wandering around. I better return to the inn. I make my way back, and I'm surprised to see a familiar set of pigtails sitting quietly at one of the tables. So she was here all along! I was looking all around town for you, girl! Amelia looks up at me as I approach her.
Greetings.
Greetings, my fair pink-haired lady. Hey. She makes no indication to speak again. What are you doing here?
I am awaiting the rest of our group at our designated meeting point.
So you're a loner too, just like me, got nothing better to do. At least I was trying to meet other people, you know? Right, but we still have a lot of time before the others are going to show up. She blinks.
Yes, I'm well aware of that information.
So you're still just gonna sit here and wait? Don't you want to explore the town?
No.
Okay. That was rather blunt and quick. Nope. Nothing here interests me. She already knew there was no library. I continue to stare at her, so she explains.
I do not possess the contacts of Kara to pursue a lead on our next destination, nor are there any familiar channels of leisure for me in the city.
Yep.
The only option available is to reconvene with the rest of the group. Hence, I'm awaiting everyone's return.
Okay, gotcha. Familiar channels of leisure? Is that her way of saying there's nothing fun here? Yep, that's the Amelia way. There's got to be something fun to do around here. Come on, you're with Luda, okay? We can think of something fun to do. Doesn't even have to be lewd. She shakes her head.
From my understanding, there is no library or museum.
She knew that. Of course she knew. That's like the first thing. That's not fun. Fun is a broad term, and it's like a very, it's also a very subjective thing, you know? What you might find fun is not necessarily something I might find fun. But yeah, it's a broad term. Are those the only places you look for? Come on, there's more things fun than just a museum and a library. There's loads of other stuff. She nods. Fun could mean more than just that. Have you tried looking for someplace with games or something? Video games, you know? Do you like those things? She cocks her head to the side and looks at me curiously. You know, like the Nintendo Switch and shit. Oh, they don't have that. I pause as I try to think of what type of games would be in his world. Maybe stuff you'd find at a fair, like a three-legged race or something, or where is it where you throw like the horseshoes? Ring toss, or knife throwing, or whack-a-mole. Amelia pauses.
Perhaps you are describing a carnival.
Exactly, carnival. Yes, that's it.
I did not seek out that information, but I believe I may know the location of what you are seeking.
Let's go then, we got a couple hours to kill. Really? That's great. We should totally go. She pauses as she thinks, and gets to her feet.
I suppose frequenting an establishment such as that could be considered a form of learning.
Definitely. Learning. That's all we ever do in life, right? You live and you learn. That's right. Let's go. Amelia exits the inn and heads confidently out into the streets. I keep up as she turns onto side streets, and before long, she pauses in front of an open alley. It reminds me of the fairs and carnivals we have back home. People set up their stalls along the sides, but instead of selling wares, they advertise activities. There are stalls offering targets to test your skills, like weapon throwings, or stalls which will guess your weight or age. Really? Amelia glances at me. They could never guess my weight and age.
Is this what you were suggesting?
50 pounds and 37. This is even better than I imagined. Which one do you want to check out?
I am content to merely observe.
That's no fun. Come on, you should try one. She doesn't even seem to be interested in choosing. I guess that means that I'll just have to choose for her. Maybe we should go for something more engaging, like target throwing. Looking around at those stalls, I don't recognize what half of these options are. There's something with floating circles, and something else with bottles. I pause when I see the stall with dischargers. Finally, something I recognize. This shouldn't be too difficult from the shooting ranges back home. let's try shooting the dischargers. Amelia gives me a strange look.
An interesting choice.
You like that? You like that? Her tone suggests that this is not something she'd try on her own, but she follows me to the stand anyway. The man behind the counter grins at us.
Think you have what it takes to win? Hit 3 out of 5 shots to win a prize.
3 out of 5, easy peasy. They call me Pistol Pete, baby. You ready?
Perhaps if you attempt it first, I can observe you and then attempt it myself.
Although they don't have pistols here, so I guess I'm Discharge Dirk? Discharge Dude. Discharger Dude, that's me. Are you trying to tell me a discharger's too difficult for you? Amelia shakes her head dismissively. Of course not, she's a fucking Tensai, right? Genius!
Nonsense. Dischargers are merely a simple tool. I, on the other hand, have extensive magic training. This is nothing more than an exercise in coordination. I will attempt it.
Alright, prove it, girl.
That'll be 2 coins, miss.
Do we have 2 coins? She places the coins on the counter, and he swaps it out with a discharger. Oh shit, is she paying for us too?
There are 5 rounds loaded in there. Have at it.
Amelia clutches the discharger and holds it in front of her. She squints one eye as she lines up her aim, then squeezes the trigger. A bolt of energy shoots out of the barrel, and Amelia lets out a gasp at the kickback. The shot is wide and she misses the target. I thought you said this is easy! Amelia's eyes are also wide as she studies the discharger with
How
interest.
curious.
Oh, see? It's harder than it looks, huh? Harder than you think. Have you ever shot one of these before? She shakes her head. I feel like Amelia's the type of person that reads about everything in books, and she knows probably how to do a lot of things in theory, you know? She reads how to do it, she reads the fucking manual, but then never actually does the thing, or she's never done something like this, right? Like, she knows how to fucking fire a discharger, but like, knowing how it works, knowing the mechanics behind it, and actually just, you know, physically doing it are still 2 entirely different things.
The opposing force was unanticipated.
The knockback, she couldn't handle it. Her frail little body could not handle the force back.
This time I will be prepared.
She lines up her aim and fires again, anticipating the kickback. She fights to keep her aim straight, but can't stop the slight jerk of the weapon. Again, her shot misses. Oh, but you're improving fast. She frowns and seems surprised at herself, as if she can't believe that she's continuing to miss. Like, what? This is supposed to work? Why isn't it working? This thing's gotta be broken. She fires again, but aims too high and misses, then fires once more and shoots wide. For her final shot, she aims too low and misses again. Wow, Amelia, 0 out of 5? 0 out of 5? My fucking toddler can do. I don't have a toddler, but like a toddler, not my own. A toddler could probably do better. They would just be messing around with the gun and accidentally hit 1 out of 5 shots, or they'd like shoot themselves in the head. Her face falls when she realizes she's all out of shots. Good attempt, everybody sucks the first time, let her be. You know, yeah, it's just something that takes practice, you know? Takes practice. Cheer up. Nobody's good at everything the first time they try it. Amelia's frown deepens.
Good try, miss. But unfortunately...
No prize, no dice. Or is it the other way around? Amelia interrupts him by placing more coins on the counter. Wow, you're a stubborn girl, eh?
I would like another attempt.
She's not gonna stop until she hits at least 1. I'm surprised by the determination in her voice.
As you wish.
He takes the coins and resets the discharger with more rounds. Amelia fires again and again, but never quite hits the target. She throws down a discharger and raises her bracelet, an unusual fire in her eyes. They begin to glow. Whoa, calm down, girl. Hey, what are you
I will
doing?
hit the target.
Yeah, but you have to do it with a discharger. You've got to use a discharger.
This discharger is clearly defective and not utilizing the energy properly.
Oh.
I will use my magic to prove it to you.
That could be possible, that it's rigged, right? It's a fucking carnival after all. They do that shit always. They rig those stalls and stuff, you know, the items, the weapons that you use or whatever. I have no doubt in your skills casting magic, but shooting a discharger is a new skill. You shouldn't give up. Amelia doesn't react. She's gonna burn down the entire stall. Are you really going to let a measly little discharger get the best of you? Come on, the more you shoot it, the better your aim will be, and you'll be hitting those targets in no time. As she considers my words, her jaw unclenches, and she lowers her arms. Damn, we saw like a slight moment, a scary moment of her where she just lost control. That could be pretty scary. Uh-oh. She picks up the discharger again, with new resoluteness. As she lines up the shot, she takes her time before shooting. This time, her shot is much closer to the target. Amelia nods as if confirming something to herself. She shoots again, and her shot is even closer to the target. Almost. On her last shot, her face hardens as determination sets in. You can do it, Amelia! This time, she painstakingly lines up her shot and steadies her grip. As she pulls the trigger, she uses her body to help keep her steady from the kickback, and her shot hits the target. Yes, she did it! She did it, finally! It only took her 9 shots. Her eyes light up as she throws her arms in the air and hops up and down with excitement. I totally imagine her jumping up and down, seeming excited, but then like her face is still as blank and expressionless, emotionless as always. Like, yay, I won, yay! Oh wow!
I hit it!
There's actual emotion on her face. She's smiling, what the fuck? Amelia, you have a human side after all, damn. Here I thought she was just a fucking robot or something, you know? Yay! Good job, Amelia! Look at the balloons in the background.
Did you see?
Oh, sorry, I was blinking at that moment. I missed it. I'm sorry, Amelia. She turns to me with a big smile on her face as she jumps excitedly. Her pigtails bounce along with her as she claps her hands. Aw, she's so cute. Celebrate with her, I'm happy for her. She does look pretty cute in this CG image for sure. You know, I like cuteness. Sometimes I forget how young she really is. Oh shit. Can I take back my statement of saying she's cute? I mean, you know, you can say that kids are cute, right? It just depends on which way you mean it. I don't mean it in a lewd way, okay? Well, it depends how old she is. Never mind, she's just cute, okay? I can't help but smile as Amelia finally lets her inner child loose. I did, that was great! She squeals happily as she sees her shot. We should take a picture of— oh wait, never mind. Suddenly, her face turns red and she freezes. I see the amount of embarrassment on her face before she resumes her usual blank stare. She's like, oh shit,
I meant it was only a matter of time before I got the correct calculations.
Of course, certainly.
I shall return in a moment.
Yes, alright. She's like, oh shit, I let a side of myself slip there. He's not supposed to see my human side. She rushes off in a hurry towards the ladies' room, probably to recompose herself, splashing water in her face like, come on Amelia, what the fuck was that? What are you doing? You're supposed to be a stone-cold killer. Well, I don't expect her to be a killer, but like, I don't know, this is the first like sign of emotion that we've seen from her, right? She's always just like she's fucking citing the dictionary or something. I guess I'll wait here then. She still didn't win that prize though. Maybe I can win it for her. I addressed the shopkeeper. Hey, I'll give it a go. I've done my fair share of paintballing back home. It should be somewhat similar. Sure, paintballing, discharger, shooting, definitely the same. I place my coins on the table, and a man hands me a discharger. The first round misses as I familiarize myself with the weapon. My second attempt hits the target, as does my third. Oh, 2 more shots to go. We have to hit 1 more for a prize. Unfortunately, my next attempt misses as I misjudge my aim. Uh-oh, it all comes down to the final shot. Do we hit or do we miss? 50-50. What shall it be? This is it. Let's hit. I steady my aim and fire. Okay, I'm telling you right now, we hit that son of a sucker. Miss, fail, hit. Oh, if we have to choice ourselves, this is way more fitting for me though to fail. But this is uncharacteristic. This is a uncharacteristic moment for Luda, and we're actually gonna come through in the clutch and hit that motherfucker. My aim is true, and I hit the targets. Yes! Oh, you know, it would be just kind of... oh shit. I thought it would be like a cool thing, you know, to surprise Amelia. Like, hey, look, I won this prize. You can have it. Like, give her a surprise, give her a present. But I feel like Amelia might be very competitive too, and she's like, what the fuck? You hit 3 shots? What the hell, dude? And she might be angry about that. I put down my discharger and pump my fist in the air. Hell yeah. The man grins.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Here's your prize. Congratulations.
He hands me a pink Pango plushie. Oh, a Pongo plushie! Holy fuck! What if we what happens? What happens when we put like the Pongo plushie in front of the actual Pongo? Like, does it similarly confuse animals, like when they see the reflection in the mirror and you think it's like another animal? They just like sort of slash at it or become angry at it, like what the fuck? They just sort of size it up and it's like, what? It's moving exactly in the same way eyes do. This is a smart cat. This is a smart cat. Thanks. Amelia returns and her eyes grow wide when she sees my plushie.
How did you acquire this?
I stole it. I stole it, okay? It's the prize from the game. She looks at me with surprise and seems impressed.
You attempted the game, and you were successful?
Yep, I hit 3 shots, baby. Yep.
I see.
She eyes the discharger booth again, and I hold out the plushie. This is for you. You know, it's fitting. Pink plushie, pink-haired girl, pink eyes. She blinks.
But you earned this.
But it's a prize. I already have a Pango. I don't need another one. Yeah, I have a real one. I place the plushie in her hands. Let's check out another stall. Look at her face. She actually seems like genuinely pissed off. Like, you earned this. I don't deserve this present.
Okay.
I turn around and begin walking, but not before I catch the small smile on Amelia's face as she hugs the plushie close to her. She did enjoy our present. As we wander the stands, I think about Amelia and her Mage-Caster program. So, I just kind of been wondering, as a student at the Mage Academy, won't coming on this adventure with us affect your classes?
That is not an issue for me, as I do not have classes.
What, is it like summer vacation or something? You don't? She shakes her head. Or let me guess, you already graduated or something. Oh, then what have you been working on?
My research studies. A significant component to becoming a Mage-Caster is research study. That is my focus and basis for participating on our travels.
So you just have to document research of a subject area of your choice and you're done?
To put it so plainly does a disservice to the amount of effort involved in formally achieving the status of Mage-Caster. But ultimately, you are correct.
And that's ultimately what matters, that I'm correct? Sounds a bit like she's working on the equivalent of her dissertation. Yeah, it's like the final project, you know? So, if that's it, why haven't you done it already?
It is not so simple. I had taken into consideration furthering the research on temporal rifts and the other parallel worlds. But such an endeavor would have been fruitless without an avenue for further research.
But now you kinda have one, right? Me. We can research temporal rifts together. That explains her fascination with Elder Isim and Ember Mist. And then I came along. She smiles. She wants me. She totally wants me. Only for the temporal rifts, though.
Precisely.
Aren't you worried that Mage Academy will come looking for you?
After departing the academy, I did ensure that a notification would reach my professors to inform them that I am currently traveling on a research study.
Oh.
These studies are quite numerous and common amidst my peers.
So she has kind of permission. I see. Amelia pauses in front of a stall.
Shall we attempt this activity?
Which one? Sure. We spend some more time trying out the other stalls before we decide to leave. Amelia returns to the inn, but I decide to stay out a little longer. And with that done, I think about my next steps. Fuck. You know what, we should still hang out with Zach, you know? We should still hang out with him. He's a cool dude overall, I think. We just got off on the wrong foot at the beginning. Based on previous patterns, it shouldn't be difficult to figure out where Zach went. Alright, dude. I mean, he's the only guy that I'm with, you know? So we gotta have our bro moments too sometimes. I make my way to the inn. To my surprise, Zach isn't standing in front of the bounty board. Instead, he sits alone at a table, nursing a tankard. Also a loner? I mean, from him you kinda expect it, right? Zach is definitely sort of the loner type. Looks like Zach is starting early. I wonder if I join him. That'll be my entire day. Screw it, let's do it. I'll come back later. No thanks, I don't drink. Fuck it, you know, let's get drunk. Who gives a shit? I don't have anything else going on, so let's get this party started, baby. Zach looks up at me, then returns to his drink. Hang out, but don't drink, have one or two, challenge Zach to a drinking match. I don't know, dude. He seems like a guy that could totally drink me under the table, but I don't shy away from a challenge. I grab myself a drink and join Zach at the table. He nods a greeting at me, which I return. Then I take a deep drink from my mug. Watching me, Zach takes a swig from his tankard. I don't feel much like talking, and to no one's surprise, neither does Zach. So without even uttering a single word, we've both already sort of agreed, like, you know, you could tell from our actions alone that, alright, we're having a fucking drinking match. I take another deep drink, which Zach matches, watching me closely. Ha, is that I was gonna be, huh? As Zach lowers his mug, I throw back the rest of my drink and give him a challenging grin. He nonchalantly finishes off his drink too, and returns my look. I signal for another round of drinks. Bartender, bring 5 more! When they arrive, I place one in front of me, and the other in front of him. He considers me for a second, then accepts the drink. Don't worry, didn't put anything in it. Zach leans his head back as he nearly empties his mug. I race to finish before him, but he slams his tankard down first. Fuck, he won that round. Not bad. This will be more of a challenge than I thought. 10 minutes later. Another round of drinks is ordered, and we throw that one back too. This time, I chug faster than he does, and slam my tankard down victoriously. Yahoo! My face flushes as I grin widely, but Zach pretends not to notice. Instead, he just signals for more drinks. My head begins to feel light as I chug this next round. Zach's face is beginning to get flushed. As I drink my drink first, he frowns. When the next order of drinks arrive, Zach chugs his drink in record time and flashes me a wide grin as he slams down his mug too. Ha! God damn it, dude! Ha! Zach said a thing, for some reason, that feels inexplicably funny. My thoughts are fuzzy, and as I drink even more, they slip in and out of my mind. Zach begins swaying in his seat as he finishes another drink. I put down my tankard a half second after he does. God damn it, only half a second? That's the difference between victory and losing. His word slurs as he speaks.
Your first mistake was to take on the mercenary of drinking.
Aren't you just a mercenary in general?
They don't call me the Death Slinger for nothing.
Ha, that's because you're gonna die after this. I burst into laughter and have trouble catching my breath. Seriously? Death Slinger? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. Zach purses his lips in a serious frown as he tries to hold back his laughter. But the more I laugh, the harder it is for him to resist until he's finally laughing with me. He pushes his hair away from his face and sticks it out at a weird angle. What's with that hairstyle, dude? Yeah, god damn it, you're like a shonen protagonist. Haha. Another fit of laughter erupts. I try to bring my tankard to my lips, but miss, and slosh my beer on my shirt. Aw, oh, fuck, this is my favorite shirt. Zach doubles over in another wave of laughter.
Don't even know how to hold your mug properly. It's like you're from another world or something.
Good one, Zach. Funny one, buddy. He grins and almost misses the table as he tries to lower his mug. Still barely cohesive from the laughter. I feel like this is gonna have a negative impact on our journey. You know, if we're getting fucking drunk right now. Shh, it's a secret, bro. I can't stop the giggles either. We're beginning to attract some stares from the other patrons. He stands.
You don't even know what a discharger is.
Hey, I just shot a discharger and won a fucking Pango plushie, dude. I know what a discharger is.
Oh yeah? What is it?
It discharges things, you know? Shoot finger guns, a deadly weapon in my pants. A gun? I don't know. I wouldn't call something in my pants a discharger. That just doesn't sound like a thing, you know? It doesn't sound like something that you would say to try and impress a lady, for example. Like if you say like, I have an anaconda in my pants. Okay, that a lady could be like, ooh, you know, anaconda. I like that song from Nicki Minaj. So, you know, maybe they'd be impressed by that, but I have a discharger in my pants. That just makes it sound fucking weird. I don't know. So, yeah, let's go with the, shoot finger guns. Let's just go with that one, you know? Pew pew with the fingers. It's that thing you discharge, you know? I point my fingers as if they were guns and pretend to shoot. Pew pew! Zack mimics me and points his finger guns back at me. Pew pew! Pew pew! He stumbles and falls back into his seat. Are you okay, dude? Zack and I spent the rest of the afternoon laughing and drinking. For once, he's animated and expressive. Completely different from what I'm used to, and all it took was alcohol. Time passes in a blur, but it is certainly fun. We sure had a lot of fun here. Hey, Zack! Before I can continue, I'm interrupted by a familiar voice.
Oh good, you're both here.
Hey, Leanna, nice boobies! Leanna, Kara, and Amelia approach our table.
Did you notice how dark it is outside? We talked to a guard and...
She trails off mid-sentence, and she notices the expressions on our faces. Zack wears a twisted grimace as he tries to emulate his stoic appearance. I glance at him and try to hold back my laughter. Zack leans in and whispers,
Be cool. Maybe they won't notice.
Okay, bro, I gotcha. I look at Leanna's concerned face and whisper back, yeah, you know, maybe they won't notice from us, but we got like fucking 10 tankards on our fucking table, you know, all empty. What do they think? Oh yeah, you guys just drank a lot of water, right? I don't think they've noticed. Terra leans in and my eyes are immediately drawn to her.
Seems like you
Part of
guys have
her.
been spending your time wisely.
Oh, definitely. Zack looks at Kara, as if noticing her for the first time. He squints, trying to keep her in focus. Do you need my glasses, dude? Whoa, what was that? Kara raises an eyebrow, then smiles. What are you all bouncing for, girl?
Yes.
You look familiar. Very familiar.
Dude. She blinks in surprise, then smirks playfully.
Like who?
Oh, like this one girl I met recently. We actually started adventuring together.
Oh wow, really? Kara grins.
Oh yeah? Tell me more about her.
Yeah, we need more details, dude. Zack rubs his chin, thinking, is this guy playing them or actually clueless?
What can I say? She's resourceful, friendly, knows all sorts of history stuff.
And? Kara blushes, but doesn't interrupt as he continues listing off more traits.
Oh, and she's fit. Very fit.
She's got a banging body. He wears an impish grin and leans in as if sharing a secret. Oh, dude. God damn it. Why do I feel like Zack is actually moving in on Kara, right? Like he's gonna steal her away from me?
And apparently, quite limber.
Oh yeah, I remember her saying that. I dreamt about it. Kara hides a laugh, clearly amused. Damn, that's stuck in Zack's head? Okay, that dude's clearly smitten by her.
Is that so?
Zack nods.
I wonder what she would think if you told her all of this.
Zack's eyes widen.
That would be too weird.
Yeah, dude, totally.
I don't know. I bet she would like it.
Would she really? I mean, she's squeezing her boobs together right now, making it look even bigger. I'm gonna tell her if you don't.
Like hell you are.
Zack lunges, trying to punch me, but he swings wide and ends up stumbling. We both look at each other and start laughing. Amelia turns to Leanna and Kara.
Evidently, these two are in no state to assist us in our investigation.
Ah, pish posh. You know, I may be a little bit tipsy, a little bit drunk, but I can do an investigation, no problem. I stop laughing and try to give them a serious face. I am in the greatest of
And
states.
what state is that?
California? Drunk, the sexy state of New York? Not a gaseous state, but a solid. Is that a boner joke? The sexy state of New York. I'm actually kind of curious. Should I do this and wonder who gets the joke? A solid! If I were in a liquid or gaseous state, it would be a bad news for everyone. Amelia watches me with
How
interest.
curious. Although his mental faculties have been altered, he does not suffer a decline in word definition, but context interpretation.
You use a lot of words. That's pretty much what I think too when she speaks. She says a lot of words.
Alright, I think it might be time for you two to call it a night.
Like, you know, something that she could just sum up with one word, like, okay. She says it in 20 words. Zach lets out a wide yawn.
I'm still good.
Me too. I can drink more beers. Kara swoops over and firmly pulls Zach to his feet.
Let's get you back to your room then, okay?
Whoa, Kara, are you gonna join him? He stares at Kara.
No, on second thought, I think I'm ready to go back.
Dude, are you gonna get lucky? No fucking way. Looking amused, she glances back at
Are
me.
you coming?
Oh, I can join you? Whoa, what kind of fucking threesome is this gonna be? I am now. Kara leads us upstairs and drops us off in our rooms. She stands by the door as we stumble towards the beds.
Sweet dreams. Hopefully filled with that limber adventuring girl.
Oh, definitely. Very limber, very adventurous. She winks at Zach as she closes the door behind her. What about me? Do I not get a wink? Damn it. As soon as I see my bed, I can't think of anything more inviting and gratefully fall into it. Zach does the same as in his bed, and it's not long before the two of us pass out.